Hey everybody, we hit 1 million subscribers. That's what this live stream is all about. It is a celebration for all of your support, all the comments, the growth for the last few years. It's been awesome. I'm just pausing, making sure that I can't hear myself here. I am also going to bring on Mike. He's hiding in the green room here. Let me just click this button and add him on here. So for those of you who don't know, Mike is my business partner and actual brother and we've been growing Primal Video together. Mike, great to have you on here.
Thanks. You finally let me out of the cage again. Once. Was it like twice now in how many years? I don't know.
That's it. It's not very often. So I have an echo going on here. I'm trying to find where that is coming from so we can lock this down. So Mike, you want to tell us a little bit about the journey from your side? What's your role with Primal Video for those people that aren't aware?
I don't do much. I just pretend to be busy usually. So just sort of sit here looking at my computer all day, not really doing anything. No, I tend to handle most of the I guess the business strategy side of stuff. So I actually do a lot of the keyword research behind the scenes. Everything pre-shoot planning, except for Justin will do all the research and everything around video topics. I also build all the email funnels, set up and run a lot of the back-end systems around our accelerator program. So it's just kind of like all the behind the scenes stuff. So I don't even have to get in front of the camera, which is why you'll probably see today, my video is the worst out of everyone's. So
don't know
enjoy.
About that. Don't know about that. It's all good. So we sorted out my echo issue. It's all good. So this stream today, as I said, this is a celebration of us hitting 1 million subscribers. It is something that we are super grateful for. It has been a long journey. Where we started with this was where everyone starts at zero. There's been a lot of ups and downs. We have some amazing guests that we are bringing to help share their journey, their story on this as well. Plus, also we'll be doing giveaways. So feel free to get involved in the chat. Let us know where you're coming in from, and even let us know how long you've been watching our channel for. It's crazy how fast this feels like now looking back. But I remember the days where we're like, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this when it's not growing? And I think for the first, year and a half, we were just uploading videos and no one was seeing them. So I understand there's a lot of people that are stuck, that are feeling that right now. And that's really what our whole channel is about, is helping people get out of that, to help them see growth and have impact with the content that they are putting out there in the world. And that's the other side of this live stream, is we're going to bring in some amazing guests, some good friends of ours. Some of them you will likely know from YouTube here. Some of them you might not know, but they've all had a big impact on us, and they're having a big impact with people out there on growing their business online. So YouTube for us is a business tool. We're using it to have impact and to build the lives that we want, but also to help and impact as many people as we can with this stuff as well. So the chat's going crazy. This is awesome. Great to see you all in here. I'm seeing a lot of our Primal Video Accelerator members in here as well, which is awesome. What was this one here? Let's bring it up. Been watching for about 1.5 years. Love PVA. Awesome. Great to have you in here as well. So for those of you, we do have a private community and more advanced training that we have. It's Primal Video Accelerator as well. So it's good to see a lot of our members in here as well. Dr. Joella, awesome to have you on here. You've been with us for a long time. It's so awesome to see. There's so many familiar faces and names and everything in here. Awesome. So what we thought we might do first is bring in our video editor, Jenn, who has probably had the most painful job. I mean, I can't speak for you, Mike. All I know is some of the videos, some of the raw footage that I give Jenn to edit down, I am so amazed with what comes back. Given the amount of mistakes and things that I have given her in a piece of content. So a lot of people think that I'm, naturally good on camera. I'm one of those people that just presses the record button and is able to create a video that is succinct and to the point. It's not the case. My approach is that's what editing is for. We can tighten things up in editing. So the one person that's probably heard me make more mistakes and repeat the same sentences over and over more than anyone else is Jenn. So Jenn, welcome to the stream.
Hello. Hey. I'm surprised you haven't made a mistake yet in the live stream.
Well, there was a little one at the start, but we can gloss over that one.
Yeah.
This is I think easier for me instead of the pressure of producing a polished piece of content. So what's it like editing down our videos?
Well, I think I got a bit of lag, but editing down the videos is not always super fun because Justin just repeats himself. But other than that, I like how they turn out in the end.
Yeah, so some of them, like when you're on, there's days, you got good days and you got bad days. And I'm open to sharing this as much as we don't release it on the channel, because to me, it's still pushing comfort zones. And it is one of those things where it is weird putting yourself out there. I mean, my background is behind the camera and encouraging other people to make videos. So it was a weird thing and still is a little weird for me making videos. But hey, that's what editing is for. Now, I just see that you sent through a video here, example of just how bad some of the footage is. I'm a little skeptical, I don't know if I want to click the button here, but I will. I can always stop it. I have the power. Okay, I'm going to press it. Let's just see what some of the raw footage might look like. I know I'm starting to sound like a broken record. I know I'm starting to sound like a broken record. But if you're someone who is serious about video editing, I know I'm starting to sound like a broken record. All right.
It's so ironic. Like,
thanks, Jen. This is. I'm glad that people don't normally get to see this stuff.
In the end, it ends up great. It turns into
one
a great
take what everyone sees. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
it's been so fun working with you guys anyway. So
that's awesome. You've been with us now it'll be coming up on 3 years now, right?
Yeah, I just looked and it's been 3 years since like June 2018.
Well, there you go. Over 3 years. Wow.
Yeah.
So, and you have your own YouTube channel as well. So you're on this journey for yourself too.
Yeah. So I just make like slightly different content. I'm making like fashion and travel stuff, not stuff about video editing, but yeah.
You got to drop the channel name now.
Okay, it's @In the Wonder Years.
Wonder Years.
Yeah, mainly a lot of shoe content because I'm addicted to shoes, but
Doc Martens.
Yeah, Doc Martens, but yeah. So
that's awesome. So what would you say from obviously seeing our content, hearing my voice more than probably anyone else in the world, especially on the repeating stuff, what have you picked up that you would say would be your top tip for people that are growing on YouTube, or what has worked for you? What's something that you've learned that you're like, this has changed the game for me?
I feel like even if you feel like you can't do it very well, like you should still try. Like maybe it might take a long time to get the right take or something, but if you have to put out the video to actually like try grow, like you actually have to start somewhere. So yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah, it's a hard thing knowing that you're not doing this in a bubble and that people will watch, people will judge. But I think the hardest thing is that we're all our own worst critic. And that's where bringing you on and bringing editors on to edit that down, that got me out of being really critical on, you know what, I sound like an idiot or whatever it is. It helps me then just focus on the content. But the whole thing too is, I mean, as you've said, and as people saw in that raw footage, it's still a journey. It's still growth that I'm striving for as well, and that we all do at Primal Video in our areas. And that's where you are pushing the boundaries with the content that we're creating. We're always looking for different ways that we can increase watch time, help people actually consume our content. And I think that's kind of the thing that everyone, no matter where your channel is at, if you've got that approach where you are looking to grow each time on each video, it does make a huge difference. It does add up over time. And bring you results. So my apologies, Jen, for having you.
I just think it's crazy, like just even since when I started, the amount that we've evolved with Primal Video. And like, I remember being like, oh, it's 175,000 followers, like subscribers when I started. And that was just like a lot to me, but now it's like 1 million. So it's crazy. Yeah. And even just recently watching back all the footage from like the really early videos, it's changed so much.
Let's do it. Come on.
Okay. We were talking about this. We do have we got a guest in the green room as well. We'll bring you on soon. We just share it because you got to go back and you got to look at the early videos. You got to have a bit of a laugh. Let me see if I can bring this up here. I mean, it's already, you got to be able to laugh at yourself. Let me bring this up here. Or is it?
If not, you'll cry.
I will. Let me share my screen. Which one is it? This one here. Share right now. It's always good fun when you share your computer screen live. All right, so this is our channel. Let's go to videos. Is there a specific one that you?
Well, let's have a look. I have one in mind.
Oh no! So why oldest? Okay.
Yeah, it can't be by most popular because these are least popular.
Okay, so this is when I was doing the thumbnail images, and I'm like, okay, good. You can see. I don't know if I can zoom in a little bit on this. Look, I'm not even. I'm not even smiling. I've literally gone
through. What is that face? It's like
blue steel. It's blue steel. Simple color correction. Yeah.
Let's do color correction.
The color correction in the thumbnail isn't even good. So
yeah. I'll go with option B, color correction, please, Justin.
Okay. Oh, let me just check what happened. That's a stream. All right, let's see. Hopefully we've got audio on this. Whoa. Is there sound on this? You guys can hear it?
No.
What?
I could do the sound. Hey, I'm Justin Brown from Primal Video. Here's how you color correct.
What's wrong with the colors in this video? That's
okay, why is this not going?
Broken it.
Okay, I broke it. I broke it already.
There's some really cool, interesting comments coming through. A lot of people are feeling pretty good about your blooper reel, Justin, and a few requests to have a whole session on that in PVA. We should totally do that. Just cut up a ton of your bloopers, put it in an hour and a half, 2 hours of just a blooper reel in PVA as a module, just to make everyone feel better when
okay. This is to help people feel good about themselves. Okay, I think we got sound now on this one. So I'll just take it back to the start. The colors are terrible.
Hi guys, Justin Brown here. What's wrong with the colors in this video? I see this time and time again with content producers putting out videos.
We should set up a blink counter on this. I've got 0 so far.
The conditions they're filming in.
And there's no energy.
With a video,
hi guys.
Something like this. So today I'm going to take you through how you can adjust this in ScreenFlow quite easily.
Okay. Oh, cue the intro. Nice. We were so happy with that intro as well.
So here we are in ScreenFlow. I've got the footage imported.
I'm falling asleep already.
By clicking on the clip.
Okay.
I wonder if you're blinking now that you're doing a screen capture.
No, that video in the background is him just still not blinking.
A hot mess. It's all about the journey. It is about the journey. Definitely. Okay. Can we stop sharing that one now? This is enough embarrassing.
Hey, you're the one sharing. So
you've seen enough. Awesome. Yes.
Just to round out that chat with Jenn before though as well. I remember when we were originally thinking about bringing on our first editor, and you were so averse to it because you didn't want somebody else to see all your mistakes. So then now you've reframed it, and now it's now that somebody else, you don't have to deal with your mistakes. I think it's interesting because a lot of people who haven't outsourced their editing yet either are going to have those same sorts of fears and doubts about sharing what they deem is sort of, unpolished footage, or I don't want anyone else to see this side of me. Well, how does it feel having someone else seeing that side of you, Justin? Was it worth it?
It was worth it. It's still a little strange sometimes. I'm like, it was literally going to be a 15-minute video, and I've just uploaded an hour 10 worth of footage. I'm sorry, Jenn. I think I still send you a message every now and then, I'm sorry, Jenn.
Yeah, you're like, good luck with this one. I'm like, oh no. But to be fair, I never really see many of the bloopers with the way I edit it because I'm editing from the back.
Right.
So when you ask for bloopers, I'm like, I already cut that out. I don't know where a blooper is.
So that's the other side of it, is by me trying to get the last take being the best one. I am in my head a little bit where it's, what did I say? Or I am an editor. So I'm editing the content in my head as well to a point, but I'm trying to make it easy for you or for any editor really to be able to jump in and say the last take I'm happy with, so that we're not trying to cut sentences in half and all of that sort of stuff as well. So it should streamline it. You shouldn't have to watch it from start to finish and listen to all the bloopers and things as we go through.
And honestly, I've just watched your face or listened to you so much that like I don't even know that I'm editing it anymore. Like I don't know what you're talking about, but in the end I send it to you guys. It makes sense.
You should probably go see a doctor. I mean, that much exposure to Justin is not long term, can't be good.
If I had to, I could probably do the intro, but I'm not going to try right now.
That's it.
Listen to it too many times.
So, and I still get it wrong from time to time.
Yeah.
So what we'll do while we've got you, we've got a couple of guests in the green room. What I'll do before we'll switch over my screen share here and let's do a giveaway. What are you thinking, Jen?
Yes, giveaway.
So I'm thinking maybe an Amazon voucher. We got $100 Amazon voucher. Jen can be the first one to give this away. Let me just set this up here.
Who wants to win? Woo.
Fancy graphics. So how this works is you just need to enter whatever word I give you, whatever word Jen comes up with here in a minute. Once I switch back over my screens here, you just need to type this into the chat, and it's we'll keep it lowercase to keep it simple for you. To claim your prize, if your name, your channel name comes up, you just need to send us an email. There is description. All the information is in the description. So. What do we do? We just go with Amazon for this one?
Yep.
So when I say we can start. All right, let's go. We need to see the word #Amazon in the chat. Sorry, it needs a hashtag.
Amazon.
#Amazon. And we're going to randomly draw a $100 gift card for Amazon. So
hashtags. You got to have your hashtag, guys.
That's all right. I probably didn't say that initially. We need a hashtag. There we go. They're coming through now.
Nice.
I think it might still be tracking not, but yeah. Cool. So we got quite a few giveaways and things to go through. So we could probably do 2 here. I'm just looking at time and everything. We've already been going 20 minutes. So let's do 2 here. We'll do 2 out of this lot here. 2 $100 giveaways for Amazon. You can use it however you like. Probably to grab a microphone, a light, something like that. All right, let's go ahead and draw this. I'm going to switch back so you guys can see who is with the winner here. Let's go screen share. Let me pick this tab here. Giveaway. Okay, that's not the right one. It's not working there. Bear with me just 1 second.
It's all happening live, folks.
It is. This is the beauty of doing this live. I picked the one that said giveaway and it's like, no, that's not it. Okay. We now have the giveaway stream. Here it is. Let's bring it up here.
Do we do a drum roll?
We're going to drum roll. Here it goes.
It's
drawing. It's drawing.
I can't do a drum noise.
We recognize.
I need editing.
Some familiar faces in there. So the first one is Destination Unknown. Congratulations.
Destination Unknown.
That's it. You got to sing it. I'm glad you did it. I was thinking it. I couldn't sing it. Okay. I'm going to do another draw again to see who our second winner here is. We're 2 now. And obviously, we've got a few more coming up in the stream as well, along with some guests we have patiently waiting in the green room.
You got some awesome. I'm just looking at the list of giveaways here too. Like there's some pretty cool software coming as well.
Yeah. Here we go. Florida manufactured. It's cutting the rest off.
Oh, from PVA too.
He is one of our PVA members.
Woo, awesome. Bonus.
Awesome.
Massive congratulations. $100 Amazon voucher coming your way. So we will be doing more giveaways soon. As the title says, check the description for how to claim your prize. Just send us a message and we can get that sorted for you. Jen, thank you very much for coming on here.
Thanks for having me. I'm not used to being here. Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Well, keep up the good work. And we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks. Yes.
Thanks, Jen.
Bye.
Okay. So let's go ahead and bring out our next guest here. We got 2. We could bring them both out at once. Let's bring out one first and we'll bring out the next one soon after. It's a surprise. I'm sure this is a familiar face for you. He was in the green room the longest, so let's keep it fair. Here he is.
Oh,
one half of the Dee Nimmin brothers. Dee,
gentlemen,
welcome.
Justin, Mike, how you doing? Congratulations on 1 million subscribers. And can we just get in the chat, every single person in here, put #give Jen a raise.
We can run that as a
the bloopers.
Yeah. How you guys doing?
Are your bloopers as bad as mine?
Oh my goodness. You know what? One time I did a behind the scenes members live stream for my YouTube members early on, just to show them the process of how I fumbled through almost every take and how terrible I was, because when you see the polished final uploaded version, it looks great, right? The pacing is there, everything's great. And people are like, especially if you're starting out, they go, I don't know if I can do that. So I let people watch, and people were like, wow, that was really rough to watch. And I never showed that again. It's disastrous.
You were just watching the subscriber count go down. This guy really doesn't know what he's doing. What's
yeah? What am I paying for? I'm out of here.
I'm seeing anything. I'm seeing a lot of give Jenn a raise in the chat. So thanks, Dee.
Yeah, doing my part here.
Yeah,
doing my part.
Yeah, awesome. So your channel, it's going well. You're coming up on 150K on your personal channel. Well done.
Yeah, thank you. Following in your footsteps, man. Maybe in about 10 years, I'll hit 1 million.
Your channel, right? So for those people, I mean, I'm sure we got a lot of Nimminati fans in here as well. Crossover is awesome. This is where Dee has an amazing channel around creating YouTube content, around running and creating your YouTube channel, and doing everything from your mobile device. So Dee is like the mobile king. So yeah, really pumped to call you a good friend and to have you on the stream here as well.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So what would you say, like you've been doing this a while, you see a lot of people that are stuck, or the biggest issues that people have with their channels and everything. What would you say is the biggest place that you see people get stuck growing on YouTube?
There are so many pitfalls that I see people falling into when they're getting started. Can we talk about a couple of them? Because I feel like I'm going to do a disservice to people if I only focus on one. I think the biggest problem is getting too caught up with the vanity metrics, right? People are watching the subscriber number. They're worried about how many likes they get, how many comments they get. They're worried about those things because those things are pushed in front of us. And not, I don't want to throw any tools under the bus. I think all the tools are great, but the way the tools are structured and the way YouTube is set up, we're kind of led to believe that all of these things are important. Your subscriber number, I mean, 1 million subscribers, that's fantastic. It shows it shows the progress that you've made, but it doesn't, I mean, in your case, it equals success. But for people who are just getting started on the platform, your subscriber number does not equal success, right? What I always urge people to do is, instead of focusing on your subscriber count, instead of focusing on why YouTube took away 2 subscribers overnight, or why the view count is 20 views off between the mobile app and the studio app, instead of worrying about the likes and the comments and why people are giving you, thumbs down, focus on learning how to communicate with your target audience. Think it through. Why do I have a YouTube channel in the first place? Who am I making videos for? What's the avatar for that person? Where do they live? What language do they speak? What age are they? What do they need? Right? Maybe it's just comedy. Maybe you're just trying to just entertain them, but figure out what they need and then figure out how to communicate with them through your imaging, through your thumbnails, through the titles, the way you write your titles, the way you structure your videos, the way you communicate in front of the video. Focus on that stuff, because if you nail that, you don't have to worry about subscribers. You won't have to worry about views. You won't have to worry about anything else, because things just fall into place at that point. So I think that's the first thing.
Yeah, that's so true. And I think it applies to every element of your channel, right? I mean, if you just come in all guns blazing, I'm going to do 5 videos a week, I'm going to do all of this stuff, you just burn out inevitably, because there's no way you've figured out who your audience is exactly what they need, how you should be producing content, how you can do it efficiently and effectively, all before you create your first video. You're better off just slowly going through the motions, ignoring all the vanity metrics, but keeping an eye on the analytics to get the data to say, am I at least pointing in the right direction? Because otherwise, you double down, you triple down, you spend all your effort in a system that's broken. You're going to just, all you're doing is doubling down on this thing that isn't going to generate any results. Whereas you're better off figuring out what the inputs are that are actually going to scale over time, and investing that time up front doing that. And then it becomes a flywheel that just sort of spins itself once you've figured those things out.
Yeah, absolutely. The second thing I think where people are completely going wrong is, and this is fine if you're just getting started. I understand that when you are getting started, maybe you don't know your niche yet. Maybe you don't know what direction you want to go in yet. Maybe you don't have a North Star yet to help guide your channel. All of that stuff will fall into place as time goes on. But I see a lot of people who've uploaded a lot of content, and they don't have a direction. There's no content strategy. There's no monetization strategy. They're just literally just throwing things up on the wall and hoping for a viral video or hoping to have some sort of success without any real strategy. And that's not how it works. If you want to YouTube for fun, like I just want to do this for fun, I enjoy it, I'm just having a good time doing it, that's fine. Do whatever you want to do. If you're doing it to upload your family videos to YouTube and you're using it as a cloud server, that's fine too. But if you're trying to become a professional content creator, if you're trying to build an online business, if you want to become a professional YouTuber, you need a content strategy. And you two guys are the best in the business for putting together a strategy in terms of making content. Well, what you guys have built it's amazing. So I tip my hat that I'm not wearing to both of you.
So thanks, man.
Yeah.
You guys have been a huge support, and always been bouncing ideas around, and you guys have been an amazing support and resource for us too. So really appreciate both you and Nick.
Yeah, definitely. I just want to call out really quickly. Thank you so much for the $9.99 super sticker. That's so awesome. Thank you very much. I hope I haven't missed any others. I just saw this one pop up through on StreamYard. That was awesome. Thank you very much. Awesome. Yeah, so I think with this, as you said, there's a lot of people that they get in their own way. And I know that I can speak from experience because I definitely did a lot. And there's still places where I could improve and level up. But the biggest thing that I see is that people will want to just consume the content instead of creating the content. So they could know all the ins and outs and how to technically do it all, but there's still something that's holding them back from actually hitting that upload or that record button. And that's the piece that you're not going to learn unless you actually start doing.
You know what? And that leads me to the third thing, and that's that people are consuming more than they're creating. I can't tell you how many times I've had people come into my live stream or send me emails or leave comments under my videos and say things like, how do I find the time to YouTube? How do I find the time to make videos? And if it's during a live stream, the first thing I tell them is get off my live stream. You have to learn how to audit your time. You have to learn how to not consume too much content where it's prohibiting you from actually creating content. So you have to find that balancing act. And I understand that people have families and children, you go to school and you go to job, but there are people who have lots of kids and they have 2 jobs and they still find a way to make videos. You just have to audit your time. And if you're wasting times, and I know this is a terrible thing to say during your live stream, but if you're hanging out in live streams too much and you're wondering how,
thanks Dee. That's been great having you on here. We've run out of time. I'm sorry, Dee.
Well, here's the thing. If you're in live streams a lot and you're watching Netflix a lot or whatever it is that you're doing, you're playing games a lot and you're saying, how do I find the time to YouTube? You need to audit your time because you have the time. You're just spending it on other things.
Agreed. And that's where I think the last piece of that too is you will find the time or the motivation when you enjoy what it is you're going to be talking about. So don't make videos that don't light you up. You've got to enjoy that conversation. So if you're struggling with your niche, you're struggling with what do I create content about, think of the conversations that you enjoy having. Think of the things that you are looking up and the content that you are consuming. And if you come from that place of I actually enjoy talking about these things and making videos on these topics, it's going to make it much easier for those days where you're not in the mood or things aren't working out the best for you. It's going to help you pull back and get back up to speed and get back creating much, much faster. So Dee, you've got a giveaway as well for us.
I do.
Do you want to fill this in?
Yeah. So I gave you 2 options. Are we doing both right now?
So what I thought was if we do the one, I think people can choose which one that they actually want. So Dee creates these amazing live streaming templates for StreamYard. There we go, streamer templates for StreamYard and also for Ecamm and other tools as well. And Dee has kindly arranged to give away some templates for us. So what we might do is get, again, let me cue this up. If we can get hashtag DEE with a hashtag in the chat, we will start the draw to give these away.
Dee, you can't do it yourself.
Oh, qualified. Yeah, so what these are for, if you're a current live streamer, if you're using StreamYard or Ecamm Live or vMix or OBS or Streamlabs, I have 2 different sites that have overlay graphics that you can use. You can download them, you can edit them, and you'll get one of these totally free. So you can choose which one you want because different templates are used for different platforms.
Awesome. Thank you very much. And this is it's this kind of stuff that will help people level up their live streams, just to add more polish. And we're using StreamYard right now. My top 2 picks for live streams are StreamYard and Ecamm. And I know that one of our upcoming guests uses Ecamm as well. So this is the kind of stuff that makes it so much easier. You don't need to go and learn how to use Photoshop and whatever and create all the perfect size templates. Dee has you covered for that. So I'm going to go ahead now. Seeing lots of D's in the chat, which is good. A
lot of D, gentlemen. That's a lot of D in the chat.
You went there. We're all thinking it. You went there.
It's a lot of D.
Well done.
A lot of D being thrown around in the chat.
Okay. Well, I'm glad.
He's had one joke his entire life, and it's
that's it.
I've been waiting my whole life for that one.
We're going to get draw here and see who our first winner is here. All right, we need some music. Dee, you got to sing. Jenn sang a little bit.
Yeah.
Here we go. GMA Joe.
Awesome.
Well done. Massive congratulations. Nice. So Dee, you've actually you said we could give 3 away. Should I press the button again?
Go for it.
All right, let's see who number 2 is. It's drawing again. This is a pretty cool feature built into StreamYard. This is the first time I've used it. Took me a little bit to get my head around the screen share thing. You guys stuck with me. We got there. Who is it? Robust R's. Massive congratulations. And let's get the 3rd one here.
You need some sound effects. Like,
we do.
Was it Bob Barker would spin the wheel?
Dee, that's why you're here.
Like that. Okay.
Okay, ready? You ready, Dee? Here we go. Cue the sound effect.
You're going on this one.
What? We got again. We'll have to draw it again.
What are the odds of that?
What are the odds? They're still coming in. So this is okay. Well, I hit it again. This is crazy. So we're going to bring in 2 guests in the second.
It's not the same without that.
It is not.
You know what? You got to pay extra for the second.
All right. Is this the second go round? Brian, massive congratulations. Awesome. You've now got some amazing templates to use in your live streams from now on. Thank you very much, Dee.
Yeah, no problem. Just let me know who I need to send those to, and I'll give them a coupon code for the site, and they can choose the templates that they want to download.
Awesome. So if you check out the link in our description, send us an email. We'll verify that it is you, and we'll then pass you on and connect you with Dee. Dee, thank you very much for joining us, as always, dropping some knowledge.
Justin, Mike, thank you so much for having me on. Congratulations again for 1 million subscribers. That's insane. So let me ask you before I log off here, what have you guys learned? So you've been through, 1 million subscribers. You dominate pretty much every search term I ever look for. What's one thing that you would tell somebody that's just getting started from what you've learned? And I know you've built a fantastic business and a course around this as well. What's one thing that you would tell somebody who's just getting started?
I would say, I'll go first, Mike, I have to cut you off. I would say the biggest one for me was, and probably for both of us, was the starting with research. Where we started was I was just coming up with a random idea for a video. And I'm like, cool, people need to know about editing shortcuts. Because if you use the editing keyboard shortcuts, you will edit faster. But no one was looking for that. No one could find it. And sort of, I was talking about the solution, not the problem. Like people go to Dr. YouTube, Dr. Google to find the answers to their problems and solve their pains. That's kind of the next level down. They weren't looking for that. They want to know how to edit faster or what editing software to use, like the higher level, the bigger pain point. And it took me a long time to kind of understand that. And so by starting with research and looking what people were actually searching for, that's what really started to change the game for us. We were then creating content that wasn't hit or miss. It still is to a little point, but it's way more, you know what people are searching for, you know what they're typing in. You've got a much higher chance that YouTube is going to start to place that content in search results with what people are actually typing in, knowing that they actually want the content, not what I think that they want. So that's mine. Mike, have you got another one?
That's great.
Yeah, I think, no, definitely that one. But also think just you're going to make mistakes, and none of them are going to be catastrophic. So don't be afraid to put yourself out there. I mean, you like for us, I think just reframing that you're not going to build this thing overnight. Just focus on 1% improvement every time you do something. And there's always room for improvement. So whether you're getting in front of the camera, whether you're editing, whether you're doing some keyword research, what's that 1% improvement you can make every time you go back? And it could be, I'm going to put a little more structure around this process this time, or it's maybe I'm going to try this instead this time. But that way you're constantly learning, you're constantly tweaking your process. And those 1% improvements every time you do something are exponential growth over time. So that would be my little tip.
Those are both great. I'm taking notes over there. That's great advice. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for having me on. Congratulations again. I'm looking forward to seeing what you do next. You guys are a real inspiration. You know, I look to you guys as mentors, and you've helped me out a lot along the way. So thank you for that. I appreciate both of you.
Thank you too, buddy. Cheers.
Thank you very much. So I got to click a little button here to get, there we go. He's gone. Oh, good. Oh, thank goodness he's gone. All right. I'm going to bring on two people now. These are two good friends of ours. Mike, you don't even know who I'm bringing on next. I don't think you can see them. Here we go. I'm going to bring on.
I'm nervous.
Hang on. Tiffany, AKA Coach Glitter. And I'm also going to click this button here and bring on Mr. Pat Flynn.
Hey.
Great to have you both on here.
Right there.
So wait, you guys couldn't see each other in the green room either, could you?
No.
That's awesome. And so you guys know each other as well.
Congrats on 1 million. That is absolutely just well done.
Oh, you've got
so good.
You've got sound effects, and I've got party poppers being shot at me. So. Awesome. Tiffany, how are you going?
I'm so good. Thanks for having me here. I brought, this is supposed to be a celebration, right? So I have this could be tequila. It's not, it's water. And I brought, now someone's going to have to clean that up, but I'm so excited for all of you. 1 million subscribers to the nicest, most hardworking, humblest guys ever. And I was going to blow this, but we'll just save that for another time. I can't believe Mike's here because I even brought in Mike Standen just in case he didn't show up, because most people don't really know that Mike exists, but he does exist. So I'll put this away. But congratulations on 1 million subscribers on your channel. That's so amazing. It's such a huge milestone, and just congrats all around.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
And thank you both for making the time to drop in here as well. Awesome to call you both friends and to have learned a lot from both of you. So Tiffany teaches live branding, live streaming. She helps people grow an audience and live launch and have success with this stuff. And Pat, he's an amazing wealth of knowledge on all things smart passive income, the Smart Passive Income podcast. He has a YouTube channel and just started a new YouTube channel too, which is blowing up.
And a book.
And a book, multiple books.
Which one? Happen to have right here.
This guy's busy.
Yeah, he's a busy guy. Yeah, the Pokemon channel, man. That's like 60, 70,000 subscribers.
Yeah, in just 6 months, it's kind of blowing up, and it's been fun to take the 9 years of building the Pat Flynn channel and everything I've learned there and all the mistakes, and then try to do another channel and kind of do the things that I know work well. And everything from titles, thumbnails, a lot of stuff I picked up from you guys has contributed to some massive success. And that channel is already earning more than the Pat Flynn channel right now.
Wow. So a channel at 60, what is it? Like 66, 65,000?
Yeah, 66,000 today.
Is there any more that your Smart Passive Income channel, it's your personal channel now, Pat Flynn, and that's at like 100, 300,
300. Yeah, and that one's actually cranking now too. I did a whole year of live streaming once a day during the pandemic, and then I stopped for a while. I needed to take a break, and then came back fresh last month with a couple videos per week, and it's actually doing really well. I had a couple videos cross 100K in just a couple weeks from just kind of really just not worrying so much. I think, Dee talked about this a lot, and it's just not trying to be perfect, just putting yourself out there and creating videos that people would want to watch and titles and thumbnails that people would want to click. And some are going to hit and some aren't, but it's not going to hit if you don't publish or you're too afraid.
Yeah, that's it. And that's where we see a lot of people that are stuck there. They're going through, I mean, they want the outcome, but it's pushing comfort zones to get there. And a lot of people get stuck along that way. And then the next piece of it, I think, is your super fans piece. How do you build that engaged audience? How do you deepen that relationship with them so they want to keep coming back? And that's, the proof's in the pudding there with your Pokemon channel there as well, with how fast that's growing and how engaged the audience is. I saw you on a live stream and I've never seen a chat going so quick.
Yeah, our first live stream, we had 2,000 people live, and it's cool because we do these giveaways and we do these fun things similar to what you're doing here. But what's really cool is because I'm leaning into who those people are and I'm trying to give back to the community and not try to pretend to be an expert, but just bringing people along for the ride. I'm getting handwritten notes in the mail already. I'm getting people sending me stuff to give away to other community members. We have a Discord with 400 people in it already. And this, we don't even have a Discord for the Pat Flynn stuff. So it's kind of cool to see it. And of course, collectibles and whatnot took off during the pandemic, and a lot of people are living that nostalgia. And I'm just trying to, deliver some value there like I always do.
Yeah, that's cool. And Tiffany has a very similar background to me. Behind the camera, in a totally different space. I wasn't doing people's makeup. I can't even do my own makeup. But so Tiffany, tell us a little bit about the stuff that you used to work on and how you sort of transformed now teaching the live video and the branding and the live launching stuff.
And it might be a little unusual. You're like, what is she doing here? She doesn't even have a YouTube presence. I don't, but I collaborate with Justin and Mike a lot, and I love that video in general. If you're trying to grow a business, even if you're starting it off as a hobby like I did, I was a makeup artist for 20 years working in production like, Justin was doing. I didn't jump out of airplanes, but I worked on some of the biggest television shows and every bad reality show that's filmed in the US. I've worked on probably 80% of them. I worked on some really great documentaries and movies as well. And I worked with some people behind the scenes, and then I was the person backstage. That's how I met Pat the first time. I didn't have a business. I was not in the online space at all. I probably made sure that Pat didn't have any shiny, things on his face or, no wardrobe malfunctions on my watch, but I was backstage. And because I had this exposure, and I believe that there's so much power in proximity, which is why I love this community and having friends, even though I don't have a YouTube channel and I build my business with video and live video specifically in other places like Facebook and Instagram. This is such a welcoming community where people share. Well, that's how I started my business. I didn't have a master plan. I did makeup. I was a stylist and I did set design. All of this is a fake set behind me. And apparently people wanted to know about that. And so if you notice that people start to ask you the same questions and you see the same patterns, it may not be a business, and I didn't even go into it with those intentions, but I started to listen to people. I started creating super fans without even knowing that's what I was doing. I surrounded myself with other people who I thought they were doing amazing, cool things that I didn't even know existed. And if you think about it, YouTube, online business, having a brand, a blog, I still blog, all of those things are really, really new. They didn't exist not too long ago. So I didn't even know what I didn't know until I got into this space. I linked up with so many awesome people. I knew less than nothing, but I put myself out there. I bravely did it. And I started growing a personal brand, starting off with a very, very small specific problem, the things that I was doing in real life where people ask me, well, what are you doing backstage? How do you make sure people don't have a wardrobe malfunction? How do you make sure they have great lights when they're on stage, or back when we were using Ustream for live videos? And I just started learning one little tiny baby step at a time. 7 years later, now I have a business. You don't have to have a massive audience. I still don't have a massive audience, but I did learn how to market it, and I know how to serve my audience with what they need. And so I'm proof that you can pivot. I didn't even start my online business until I was in my 40s. And after that, I was okay, other people apparently want to know more of this. So I just doubled down on the things that people ask me about on repeat. And that's how I started a business. So simple. It is not brain surgery, but if you love people, if you love listening, and you love connecting, and you're willing to laugh at yourself, you're willing to learn and stumble and pick yourself up further, faster, every single time you fall, because you will fall, And if you're humble enough to be a beginner, you can absolutely create a business, a brand, and YouTube is probably one of the best places to do it, both short-term and especially long-term, because I love how humble Mike and Justin are, because they come into my coaching groups and they talk about don't look at the vanity numbers, really look at how you're creating a business, create a solid foundation. And I love that they share some of their janky videos from the start, because that's all of us.
You saw that?
All of us. I was watching.
No.
I also want to talk about Tiffany a little bit, because one thing that she's really good at, like she talked about, is leaning into who her people are and serving them, right? That's the most important thing. And what happens as a result of that is they trust you in your recommendations. And I've come to know Tiffany as a result of her affiliate marketing work, her promoting other people, other companies, other products in such a way that feels so genuine that people will take her up on that recommendation. And of course, affiliate marketing is a great way that a lot of us can generate an income without even having to create our own products. So Tiffany, big shout out to you, because you exemplify genuine recommendations and business building by just leaning into who it is that your people are.
Oh, thanks. That means so much from you. And I know I've learned so much from Justin and Mike, completely revamped and expanded how we do affiliate marketing, and just creating a resource page. A lot of the things that they teach for free on their channel right here is just amazing, how you can take those little baby steps, learn how to speak to your audience. And the way that I learned from Pat's website, how to lead with integrity, being so very careful about every little thing that you attach your name and your reputation to. And then you will build that trust factor as you expand your brand. And that's exactly what I did. I had nothing for sale of my own. And so I promoted other people's things that I loved, whether it's software or different programs that I was learning, even little things like books. You can just start making some money with promoting the books that you love to read, just like why I have this one right here. By the way, did you know this is the one that you actually signed for me? Because I have several copies.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Yeah, legit. I just happen to have it. Did not know you're going to be here today. So everything happens for a reason.
Thank you, Tiffany.
So we got a super chat from Anthony. Mentions you, Pat. Anthony's another one of our Accelerator members. Great to have you in here. Pat reviewed my channel and said my name sounds like James Bond. Anthony English. It does sound like a James Bond kind of name.
It does.
Yeah. Just rounding that out, I want to say thank you to both of you, because we've learned so much from both of you as well. I mean, Pat, even I think that resource page that you mentioned, Tiffany, so we were thinking about doing something like that. And then we actually ran through Pat's affiliate course as well. So Pat's got a full training on that. And it's amazing how one little tidbit you pick up from somebody else's training can just result in a ton more income, or just, it's a new system that you put in that once you drive some traffic behind it, it just enables a whole new income stream for your business. So I think the structure of our resource page actually came from Pat's course. So,
well, then I take away the shout out and I give it all to Pat then.
Give it to Pat. Yeah.
But so I guess the point is, no matter how far along the journey you think you are, we're always consuming courses and reading from other people that are further along or behind, depending on what niche they're. Obviously, Pat's further along. Didn't want to make that connection wrong. But there's always something to learn from other people, because everybody's approaching these things differently. And Tiffany, you play down your audience and say that it's small. And I know you don't play down the quality of your audience. You have an amazing audience. But what you've been able to do with Facebook Live and ads and targeting around the back of that, I mean, I haven't seen anyone else do that sort of stuff. So anybody who is interested in growing an audience live, definitely make sure you jump on and follow Tiffany, because she's doing some crazy stuff on Facebook that, we've barely been able to scratch the surface of, and we haven't spent much time on Facebook, but she's our go-to for the Facebook side of things. So definitely jump on and follow both Pat and Tiffany.
Definitely. And Tiffany, I did my first Facebook Live. It went for a minute and a half this morning. I channeled my inner Tiffany and said, hey, we're going live. Hey, Facebook, I'm sorry I've neglected you, but come over to YouTube and check out this live stream. So it's probably the worst case live stream that you would ever want to do on a platform. But hey, I went live on Facebook. Pat, you've got the books. you've also got other products and things that you do as well. And some of them are sitting behind me on the shelf here. Like the yellow box. I think I've got 3 of them around here.
Yeah, thank you for supporting the Switch Pod.
How did this come about? I think it's awesome.
Yeah, thank you. So Caleb, my partner, and I, he's also a videographer, Caleb Wojcik, who is literally about to have twins. Like, it could be today. Like, he's going to have twins today. It's kind of crazy. But we came up with an idea by attending a conference, and it was a video conference, Vid Summit, in fact. And we just noticed a whole bunch of people using GorillaPods and kind of struggling and kind of putting them in their backpacks and kind of having a hard time with that. And one thing I know as a business owner is that you don't have to solve every problem in the world. But if you could solve somebody's problem, some little tiny world's problem, then you can make their lives easier and you can benefit from that. So what we started to do was start asking around and say, hey, what would make your life easier in terms of a tripod that you could use for vlogging? Small, thin, lightweight, but durable, doesn't necessarily need to bend, all these other things. And 2.5 years later, we launched this product after 13 different prototypes on Kickstarter. And we launched to about 4,000 backers. We had earned $418,000 in just 60 days. What this does, you can screw in your camera on the top. You can put a ball head. We have a ball head as well now, another product. But as you can see, it fits nicely in your hand. And when you're ready to set it down, just as easy as that. And I could stand on this thing and it's not going to bend or tip over. So as you can see, very, very thin, easy to travel with. And although it doesn't bend around trees, and if you need one of those, there are products for that. This big announcement, we just got into Best Buy. So that's kind of cool.
Whoa, that's awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah. So this little side project to solve a little friction in a little tiny space on the internet has turned into something big and potentially, could go even bigger. So we're very happy, and it's, not us. It's a result of conversations with people who we were trying to serve, yourself included, and Mike, you as well, and just kind of iterating until we got it right. And here we are. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
so cool.
Yeah, and for those of people that haven't used one, there's so much thought that's gone into it. I mean, I've watched the videos with you and Caleb where you've gone through like your thought process and all the different like the evolution of where it's come from. And there is so many little things in there, like even having the threaded piece on each leg where you can actually screw in a microphone or a light. It's just so well thought out, but it's our go-to tripod for vlogging, anything like that. We mention it a lot. I'm a big fan of it.
Thank you.
And Pat and Caleb have actually said that we could give one away on the stream here. So one lucky, okay, it's being shot at. There you go. Pat's got the sound effects. All right. So what we'll do is let's do a hashtag SwitchPod. SWITCHPOD in the chat. I'll queue this up and we'll give one away. I'm going to start collecting entries now. That's so awesome. Thank you very much, Pat. There it is.
Yeah, no
SwitchPod.
problem.
So a hashtag SwitchPod. And we're going to give one of these away. Make sure I'm seeing these come through here. There we go. They're starting to pile in now, which is awesome. I've got one down here. Look at this.
Oh, we're going to need your drum roll in a sec, Pat.
Oh, sorry.
We need sounds, man. We need
Dee
sounds
had the little countdown.
We need to bring Dee back.
Yeah, he was good. All right, I'm going to kick it across to the screen share and let's draw this one here. Let's hit draw.
Good luck.
He's doing it. He's doing it. He's going. Nicola Kane, massive congratulations.
Yay.
And
Awesome.
sound effects.
I finally.
This is when we needed the, yep, that's it. Yep, there you go. There it is. It's a little late. It's there. It's all good. Let me switch back here. Well done. So yes, if you send us through an email, we'll be able to get that sent out to you. Let's remove this one here. It's like my webcam's glitching a little bit now. It's all good. Thank you very much, Pat. That's so awesome.
And thank you for bringing me and Tiffany together. We need to connect again, Tiffany. We'll chat.
Definitely. I live so close to you too.
Now that we can start seeing people again, let's make it happen.
Yeah. It's been a while since we've caught up with either one of you. I think we caught up with both of you on our last trip before the world shut down. So, it's looking forward to when I can get out of Australia again and catch up with both of you. Before you go, you've both built amazing businesses off the back of video, live video, and other things as well, but specifically on the video side. What would you say has probably pushed you the most in terms of comfort zones? And what would your number one area be for someone to focus on to not get stuck in? So Pat, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, you talk about comfort zones. If you just lay in your comfort zone, you're either never going to take action or you're going to play it safe. And the truth is, if you're trying to stand out, you can't just play it safe. You got to be on the edge of that comfort zone, because that's where all the most amazing things happen. And that's where people start turning their heads when they go, oh, that's different or that's new. If you create something that everybody else has created already because it's comfortable and you're just copying, or because that's kind of what you're used to seeing yourself, then it's going to get blended in. You want to stand out, push yourself, experiment, trial, error, and then eventually YouTube will tell you, the analytics will tell you what is working and what is not, and lean into those things that YouTube seems to want you to push out, because that's how you can start to get high rankings like Justin might do. That's how you can start to get suggested on other videos and kind of piggyback off of them and take advantage of this beautiful thing we call YouTube. But you got to give it what it wants, and you got to give the people what they want, and then you'll get paid back in return for sure.
Yeah, awesome. Tiffany, what's pushed your comfort zone, and what would your tip or your suggestion be to where you see people get stuck?
It's where I used to get stuck, and it's something that I've become more conscientious about, that every great thing that ever happened in my life, if you look at the timeline of your life or your business, that scary moment just to the right of it, when you did it with the fear, despite the fear, and did it regardless of all the trolls that don't live on YouTube, but in your own head, that those are all the moments just adjacent to them that the best things in your life happened. The first date with the love of your life, the moment you got married, your first child, or the birth of your second, third, fourth, fifth, whatever it is. But every moment that you had the butterflies and the trepidation and the fears and the doubts, that's when the great things happen in your life. So if you can start to conscientiously remember that you've overcome, that you have had so many obstacles in your life, and do it anyways, that's what's going to set you free. Because how long have you talked about building whatever it is that there's like, if you feel like an itchiness, and I'm not talking about because you need a shower or something, I don't know where that came from, but like if you feel like an uncomfortable, I always say it's like wearing a wool sweater in 100-degree heat with 100% humidity. If that's how you feel in your life, in your cubicle, in the job that you have, and it's like this uncomfortable feeling, that's your sign to start listening to yourself, to trust yourself, and to take chances. Because by you not going after the things that are, there's something inside of you. It's been bugging you just to put yourself out there. The great thing is, when you're starting off, is that probably nobody's going to see your stuff. That is such a blessing, because that's when you get your opportunity to be really bad and practice a lot. Just like Pat talked about, he had over 15 iterations and prototypes of your business. In the online space, we often see the beautiful, polished, edited, perfect, real, the Instagram version of everything. And that's not how we grow. And so I love seeing people's little steps along the way. Know that you're inspiring other people, yourself, and put yourself out there, because life is short and every moment is a blessing. And you don't want to waste another minute. So just start doing the scary things. I promise you will not die on video. It'll be fun.
I remember one of the first live streams I did, I totally freaked out, and I just lost. I didn't have a proper plan going into it. I'm like, screw it, I'll go live. I know what I want to talk about. And then there was there was internet was playing up or something. And I'm a tech guy, like a behind camera person. And I watched that stuff, and it was affecting me, and I just stopped it. I just I'm out. Yeah, 2 people saw it. It wasn't the end of the world. But next time, from then on, I'm like, okay, I need a plan. I need a process for this. I need a backup for internet. That one thing, I could have just stopped and said, live streaming is not for me. Stuff will go wrong, and it will go wrong when you don't want it to go wrong. But if you're okay with, like, what's the worst case, or what can I put in place so it's not going to be the worst live stream ever or anything like that. But being okay with it and pushing it and actually doing it, I think that's where the general consensus here is: we got to push through. You actually got to take action. You got to do it. Awesome. Great to have you both on here.
Thank you, guys.
So
Congrats
Tiffany,
again.
Two. You're using StreamYard for live streaming right now.
I am.
Correct?
Yeah, I love it.
Which is what we're using right now. Now, great segue, Justin. We also have some StreamYard licenses to give away as well. So let's type in the chat as well while we have you here. Let's type in #StreamYard, and we'll give away 3 annual licenses to StreamYard that they've kindly given us for us to give away for all our awesome people on here.
Cool.
I'll just
hey guys, I gotta head out. I got another appointment, but
thank you so much, Pat.
And congrats again,
buddy.
Congrats. Thanks, chat. Thanks, Tiffany. Bye, everybody.
Thank you very much. Okay, so we have started it. #StreamYard in the chat. Awesome. Cool.
Just as Tiffany takes a sip of her tequila.
Yeah.
Good to go. Yeah.
Straight tequila. That's how I do it. Mike knows.
Yeah. You say it's bulletproof coffee, but we all know.
Bulletproof coffee.
That's it. Okay. All right. Seeing lots of StreamYards in the chat now. Awesome. So this is my go-to when I'm bringing in guests for live streaming. I think it's awesome. And as we already spoke about with Dee on here as well, with his templates for StreamYard, it just makes all of this so easy. I'm running this with Geordie, who we haven't introduced yet. I'll have to bring her on next. But this is it's all so easy. And this guest feature, this the competition thing is all built into it. So it's awesome that they're giving us 3 of their top license to give away. So I'm going to go ahead now and switch back to my screen so you can see this, and we can see live who takes this one out. Tiffany, that means I got a drum roll. Good. Yeah.
I have drums. I play drums now.
We need Pat back with these fancy little sound effects and things. Okay. Am I going to pronounce this wrong? Shamim K. Well done. That's our first winner there. Massive congratulations. A year of StreamYard. I'm going to draw again. It said check the description on how to claim your prize. Good drum rolls. Good drum rolls. It's good fun. Thank you very much for the super chats that we had come through. I saw a couple of $10 ones on there as well. You Reviews takes away the second StreamYard license. Again, massive congratulations. Just send us an email with following the process in the description there on how we can get in touch with you and link you up with StreamYard. And the third one.
More.
Third one here. 3. We still got more giveaways coming too. Caleb, 1 million. I'm getting shot out again. Well done. Massive congratulations, Caleb, and to everyone that has got a prize so far. All right. Tiffany, thank you very much for joining us on here.
My pleasure. It's finally so nice to be able to show up for you guys the way that you've been showing up for me for years now. And just to congratulate you both, including Mike, like the actual real Mike and not my fake Mike.
I remember doing a live training with you.
Yeah.
Everyone needs a fake Mike. This is the next prize. Here you go.
That's it.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Tiffany.
I remember doing a live training with you and Mike couldn't make it. And you're like, we'll make sure he's on there. And you popped up with that. And you're like, he's even wearing a wetsuit.
For everything, you know?
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you very much, Tiffany. And we're looking forward to connect soon. Okay. All right. So there's someone else I want to bring out here now, and she's kind of hiding behind the scenes. I'm going to bring her out. You got the headphones? Yeah. All right. She's like, no, don't bring me out. So this is another one of our team members. This is Geordie. She's currently right near me. So her microphone is muted.
Hi.
Isn't she from TikTok?
She is from TikTok.
Kind of a big deal.
Well, yes, it's true.
So on TikTok, tell us about TikTok. What's your handle there? How can people find you on there? What are you doing on there?
Okay, so I'm on TikTok as the Jordana Grace. I've forgotten my name.
But, all right, kick her off. She's done.
Wow, blew it.
I am the Jordana Grace. I'm going to put it on the screen now because I'm a woman. I can multitask, even though I just forgot my name. And I got into TikTok by accident. My 12-year-old cousin set me up on TikTok, and then the pandemic happened. So then you're just getting bored. And then I just made a series of videos of things they should tell you before coming to Australia. And then people just loved it because they're like, oh, yeah, don't touch anything is the #1 takeaway in Australia. Just don't touch it.
That's cool. That's cool. So Geordie is on our team. She's on the video creation team. You met Jenn before, who is our video editor. Geordie is also a video editor and helps with the planning and everything of the videos. Again, has to hear me say the same sentence 200 times to get it right. Yeah. So thought we'd bring you out. And she's obviously helping behind the scenes here with running this live stream as well. Awesome.
Yeah,
cool. Geordie, what are you going to give away?
Pardon, was it?
Speaking of multitasking, though, like it's not just video creation that she's doing. She's actually been helping out with support and a bunch of other stuff as well. So, Geordie's awesome.
Well, turns out Mike and Justin actually do nothing. Me and Jen do everything. We're the brains.
I said it before. Everyone thought I was joking.
See? Poor Jen. Hashtag save Jen.
Yeah, we can get ganged up on now. All right, so we've still got. In terms of giveaways, we've still got a couple more Amazon vouchers that we're going to give away as well.
Yes.
So should we cue this up? What word do you want to have, Geordie? You can pick for this one.
Save Jen.
Jen.
Save Jen.
Save Jen. Okay. One word, all lowercase. Save Jen. All right. We need a hashtag.
Yeah.
It needs to be a hashtag first.
I've got it.
Save Jen. All right. I'm going to
hashtag save Jen, please.
There you go. Save Jen. Save her sanity from putting up with my mistakes.
Okay. So what are we winning? What are we going for?
We're going to go for a $100 Amazon voucher.
Yes.
Let's draw 2 of these.
Yes.
Okay. So these are, it's collecting. I can see them popping up in there.
Everyone keep posting.
Come on.
To win an Amazon voucher.
You want to win the big bucks.
Massive thank you for the super chats that are coming in as well. It's so awesome to see. And to everyone, I'm seeing a lot of our members on here, a lot of good friends in the chat. Great to have you all on here.
I love a save Jen.
There's a lot of save Jens in there.
I love the ones from before. What was it? Like hashtag
give Jen a pay rise.
Give me a raise. Yeah.
Sorry, you're breaking out. What was that?
Yeah, no, I couldn't hear that either.
Oh, that's weird.
Okay.
We're
gonna draw the first one.
I can't keep doing it. Okay.
Let's go again, Geordie. Jack and Sav. Well done. $100 Amazon voucher. Again, awesome to have you on the live stream here with us. And thank you, everyone, for the support. All right, we're going to click the button here again to draw again another one. We've given away a few. What was this now? 1, 2, 3 are done. We've got one more here coming through now. $100 Amazon voucher. Sound effects. All right, the next live stream, we're getting some actual sound effects. Mike Fish. Well done. Massive congratulations. $100 Amazon voucher. Looks like my webcam is frozen. Good old Elgato face cam. I'm testing this thing. I like it. Couple of glitches. Awesome. Cool. So reach out to us. The information is in the description for that.
Thanks everyone for the support to save me.
Yeah, we'll take that feedback on board.
Things aren't changing, are they?
I love it.
All right, that's all we have time for today.
That's it. So we are going to take a couple of questions from the chat as well. So what I would like to hear is if you've got any questions, type them in the chat. We do have one more guest that's potentially going to show up. It hasn't arrived yet, but also has a giveaway as well. If they don't show up, not a problem. We'll still do the giveaway on their behalf. But happy to take any questions. Any questions around specifically the growth side of YouTube or the journey that we've had, how we can help based on our experience with that. We probably won't dive into any of the tech stuff. Here we go. I like Mike's camera better. So which one are you using, Mike?
C920 Logitech.
Right. So
the old faithful.
Old faithful. And it's still there you go. The pick here. Okay. How long has it taken you to get 1 million subscribers? I was looking at this the other day. I think it was November 2014 where we started to really take it seriously. So we'd be coming up.
Actually, I think it was November 2014 was when we uploaded like the first video, but it was closer to 2016 when we started taking it. Yep.
You're right. Yes. Yep. 2014 was when we put the first video up with no strategy, no idea. So it's been a journey. But what's crazy is around May last year, so just over a year ago, we hit 500,000 subscribers, and almost to the year to the date a year before that, we hit 250,000 subscribers. So our channel has pretty much doubled in the last couple of years, each year, which is just crazy. And that shows you with the strategy of starting with research, creating an optimized thumbnail that encourages people to actually click your video, and then with the goal of trying to keep people watching your videos, really diving into those 3 areas strategically, it is much easier for you to grow on YouTube. And I know that's in a nutshell. We are running a free live training workshop. Kicks off in, I think, 10 days time. There is a link in the chat as well. It's called 5 Steps to Build a YouTube Traffic Powerhouse. So if you want to hear more about our strategy and dive deeper into that, we take you through the 5 steps. We take you through the blueprint, the stuff that we do for every video that we upload, so that it's not just a random video that we hope it goes viral. We are strategic. For us, if we're using YouTube for business, it wouldn't be a good business move if we were just hit and hope on every video. So that's not our strategy. So on that free training that is coming up, we'll take you through the strategy, and you will leave there knowing what you need to be doing for growth on YouTube from here. Okay, questions. It's amazing growth. Question, that random winner selector is super cool. Is that a StreamYard feature? Yeah, it is. It's a new StreamYard feature. This is the first time I've used it. I think you just go to StreamYard.com/giveaway, and it will link up to your streams that you've created. And yeah, it's pretty straightforward from there. Good, awesome feature. Any advice? Sorry, I think there was another one that brought up in there. Any advice on how to do a live with confidence? I think this is going to come down to planning. For sure. And this is, I mean, if you guys have time, I know Jenn does some live streams, Jordy does live streams as well. For me, as I shared with Pat and Tiffany before, where the lives weren't good for me was when I didn't plan. Whether they looked good from the outside, they were hard for me to present. So even with this, we have an overall plan. We have stuff that we want to give away. We want to engage with you guys. We have guests that we want to bring in. We have an overall plan. At the same time, this is also a different kind of a live stream where we're happy to be more fluid. It's not coaching, training, or anything like that. But you want to have a plan in place, and that is going to give you more confidence with your live streams.
Yeah, I think that applies to everything, right? I mean, if you're not planning, then you're planning to fail is the fancy quote. But in general, like as soon as we started planning anything, like if we're going to go spend more resources trying to grow on Instagram, on any other platform, the first thing to do is put a plan into place, because then you can actually give it your best effort, but you also know exactly what you did. So you can assess that against the results and know what to tweak and what to change for the next time you do it. But also for doing live with confidence, Tiffany, Coach Glitter, who was just on, definitely suggest following her on Facebook, because she has some incredible content around her live streams. And that's how she's built her entire business, from live streaming. So she teaches on-camera confidence and branding, and then how to build a business around that as well. So she's still in the chat. Shout out to Tiffany. But are we putting the links to their profiles down in the description? Or
yes, we will be.
Cool.
Yep.
Awesome. All right. So definitely jump on and follow Coach Glitter.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, another question here. Again, apologies if we missed your question. There's a lot of them coming through. How did you end up? I see there's a few questions like this one in there, so I've picked one. How did you end up being so consistent in your content creation? This is Mike with his big whip saying, we're doing a video a week. Where is it? I think that's pretty much where we did start, though, jokes aside. It was like we agreed to do one video a week, and it would actually take me the week to get the video done. And it would be last minute, and Mike would come back and watch it on the Sunday if we're uploading Sunday night, because it was the only time I get it to him, last minute. And he'd be like, all right, that's good, but what about what about this? Wouldn't people be commenting this or wanting to know this? It was like a critical piece of the video that I'd missed because, again, the planning wasn't there. So now what we do is we're able to shoot so much more content much faster because of that planning piece. I'm an anti-planner. I was an anti-planner, an anti-process person. And I like to just I like the idea of pressing record and just seeing what comes out. But those videos tanked and our channel wasn't growing when we did that. And they're painful to watch because the way my squirrel brain works is I'll be like, oh, this is all the things you need to know. Oh, hang on, I forgot to mention this other advantage. And then, oh, did I say the price yet? No one can watch a video like that. So it was the structure of the video, but going into it with a plan that really started to make a difference. So now we'll do the keyword research and the planning up front and do them in a batch so that we're not just doing that for one. We'll then go and film multiple videos, and then they go off to Jenn to get edited in a batch so that it's not that she's randomly doing a video here or there. It's all done in a batch. So we release one video a week. So we don't want to be in that position where we're, oh, shoot, it's Sunday. What video is going out tonight? We haven't shot anything. We haven't missed a week. I think we took 1 week off over Christmas a few years ago. But outside of that, we've had a video consistently, one video a week. We experimented with 2. Right now, we're experimenting with shorts. Jury's out. It's still way too early to see, to tell if we'll continue that. But it's a totally different type of content too. But our strategy hasn't changed. One optimized video per week, and that is enough to grow. You don't need to be doing daily content. You don't need to be uploading 3 or 4 times a week. One strategic video. And by strategic, I mean you've put that plan in place. You've done that research. You've got your thumbnail that is likely to get clicked. And you've put the best effort you can to keep people engaged and watching your content to the end, ideally.
Cool. Just to add on that, especially on the planning piece. So when we talk about planning, that planning piece up front, like Justin would typically, I mean, he's a video guy by trade, like his background is in video production. So a lot of the time, like those first videos might be quite technical and they won't actually be targeting the people who we want to help most, who tend to be entrepreneurs, business owners, or just individuals who want to grow on YouTube, who don't have that video production background. So they're coming for tutorials and to understand those sorts of things. So Justin would typically come up with the initial bullet points of these are the things I think I want to cover. And then I'll do a once over of that to say, well, as the non-video guy, as the person who is coming in more like our audience, these are the things that I would want to know as well. So quite often we'd find some missing pieces in there, just things that the people that don't have that technical background wouldn't know. But Justin just thinks are assumed knowledge, by nature of being the expert in that area. So I would definitely suggest anyone else who feels that they are, I guess the expert, and by nature you probably are, just run it by somebody who might be interested in learning and is at the point that your audience would be at, because you'll probably find they'll have a couple of questions that might be missed in your structure. And that way you can craft a video that is just much more all encompassing of what they need to actually get a result from your content. Yeah.
And that's where it wasn't Mike shooting down the videos and saying that they were terrible. I mean, they might have been terrible and there might have been a little bit of that in there, but it was, our goal is to not force people to go and watch more content after ours, because we haven't done our job of giving them all the information they need. We want to make our videos as complete as they can be. So if I'm reviewing a product, what are all the things that I would want to see in that? How does it compare to another product? We don't want to have to leave our audience to go and do more Google searches or watch 10 other videos, or if worst case that we've confused them more than where they started. So that's kind of our goal, is how do we get all this information down to something relatively short without repeating myself 20 million times, Jenn, to get this content out there.
Roll the clip.
Yeah, roll it again. No, we can't. For everyone that missed it, it was at the start of the live stream. You can see how many mistakes that I sometimes make.
Just sometimes.
Sometimes. It's every time, isn't it, Jenn? Yeah.
They didn't see it on the channel, so it doesn't happen. If it's not on the channel, did it even happen?
That's my take. So we'll have to take down this live stream afterwards. Yeah. Awesome. Cool. How do you deal with the feelings of personal success or failure that seem attached to every video? This is a good question. And I think this is something where it's a hard one. And I see a lot of people, I hear a lot of questions and stuff, especially like our Primal Video Accelerator community and on the group calls and stuff in there. And I know that you're a member in there as well. But this is a tough one. You kind of have to separate yourself from the video. So if you do the best you can and you do that planning up front, you try to pack in as much value as you can into the video, giving your viewers everything that they need to have success or full understanding of something, then you kind of need to detach from the outcome of that video. It's beyond your control at that point if it succeeds or not. So we can do everything that we can do, but then we can't worry about what happens beyond that you've then got to shift focus to the next one. Yes, still engage in the comments or whatever, but we can't control if it goes to #1 on YouTube or if it disappears into the YouTube algorithm abyss and no one sees it. We can come back after a period of time for those videos that haven't succeeded and we can re-optimize them. We can do things like change the title, change the tags, change the description, the thumbnail, and that can give your video a whole new lease of life. But sitting there worrying about it, I know that it's hard. I know that you've put, a lot of time and effort into creating a video. Beyond looking at a video itself as a success or a failure, think about the overall journey. And releasing one video and worrying about one specific video is nothing in the scheme of the lifetime of your channel and the content that you're going to be putting out. So I know that it's hard, and I know that we can release the content and say, all right, this one only got 100 views in 24 hours or whatever it might be, in comparing it to other people or even to other videos. But each video on your channel, it has its own potential to stand out. So you might find that some videos do really well and the next video might tank or might tank initially. And then it could take 3 months, 6 months before it actually filters in and YouTube understands enough about it to start promoting it to the right people. So treat YouTube as the long game. Do the best you can and move on to the next video. Do the best you can and move on to the next video. Again, look at feedback, look at your data, make educated decisions as to what you can do to improve, but try to be improving on each video would be my take.
Just to add on that as well, I wouldn't look at your videos as a reflection, as a personal reflection on you. Yeah. Your videos should be designed to help or entertain somebody else. So if you're putting out something, it's a best guess of what you think that they want. It's not a reflection of you personally or your success or your failure, but it's your assumption of what you think that they want. You can get data on that from keyword research, from listening to your audience, and a whole ton of different ways to see what they want. But the feedback that you're looking for from that, once you release the video, is what's the watch time? Like, what are the click-through rates on the thumbnail? How can I make sure that the right people are seeing this? Those are the inputs that you really want to be looking for. And then once you start flipping your mindset away from yourself and to this creation that you're putting out there to help others or to give back to people, then it's like, well, how can I better help them on the next one? I want to look at this one to see how I can improve on what that was, so then I can bake that into the next one and make sure that I'm reaching the largest amount of people possible, because that's what you're doing it for, right? To reach more people. And to do that, you want to help them with something. You want to give them something with that creation that you've put out there. So it's no longer attached to your your personal success or failure. You just want to reach as many people as you can and help them as much as you can. So your job is to make sure that those videos are getting seen by the people who need them the most. So once you start distancing yourself from your content that way, you won't necessarily take it so personally, and it's just looking at everything objectively.
Yeah, for sure. Surely Save Jen needs to go on a t-shirt merch idea. Love it. Okay. So we also, we've mentioned StreamYard. We've given away a few license keys for annual StreamYard. Ecamm is another amazing live streaming tool, and it's what I use for most of the live streams I do when I'm not bringing in guests or running a live stream like this. I'm a big fan of Ecamm. So they have also given us 3 of their Pro Plan annual licenses to give away. So yeah, it's a no-brainer from our side. A massive fan of Ecamm. So what we're going to do, again, is run another one. You're going to need to type in #Ecamm. It's got 2 M's. And I will start this one off now. So thank you very much, Ecamm, for letting us give away 3 licenses for this one as well. So I'm going to start this running now. I can see we've already got the entries coming in. This is awesome. Yeah. feels strange giving away Ecamm licenses on a StreamYard live stream, but hey, there's never a clear winner. This is where for us, I like those videos where it's best live stream software. It's implied like best for who? Best for you, best for someone else, best, it's going to come down to the videos that you're creating, the live streams that you're creating, what gear you have, and also how complicated that you want to be or how advanced you want the settings and things to be. So, okay. We're going to give away 3 pro licenses, annual licenses. I'm going to start the first one here now while these are still coming in. So we've got 3 chances here. The first one. Again, you can't win this twice. If we see your name come up and we've already won before, we will do a redraw. Drum roll, drum roll. Moon Mountain. Massive congratulations. I could see that one coming. Thank you. Just throw the whole thing at me. Well done. Pro Ecamm license. Okay, we're going to do another draw again. I can see there's more entries coming in here still, which is good. They are included. I think it's cool that you can see the different channel names as they come up. I haven't seen a Primal video one in there. No one's in there trying to win this pro license. And
the last 2 or 3, it looks like they've got it, and then it just switches one in right at the end as well. Yep. So,
LLN, Carolinas. Well done. Massive congratulations. Let's go one more. 3rd license. Again, just send us follow the links in the description and send us through an email. We can identify you and get you sorted out with the license key. We definitely need some music. Thanks, Jen. The Spirit UK. Have I said that right? Yes. Well done. And for those that didn't know, Geordie's from the UK. It's the accent. Gives it away. Well done. Awesome. Cool. I'm not sure if yours even muted or not.
We could hear it.
Okay. All right. It's going through my microphone. Cool. All right. And I'm frozen again. Let's see if it comes back. It does. Awesome. So we're going to take a couple more questions. It looks like our next guest didn't show up. It is all good. But what we do have one more giveaway that we'll do very, very soon. So we'll take a couple more questions and then we'll do another giveaway and then we'll wrap this up. So if you've got any questions around, again, our YouTube growth, how can we help? I'd also like to see in the comments as well what your favorite video has been from us or the biggest thing that we've helped you with. Obviously, in that case, it doesn't need to be a question, but we're open to like our whole thing is how do we help you not make the mistakes that we made? How can we help you make better videos faster? How do we help you get views on YouTube and actually have impact with the content that you're investing your time and effort to create through to then the monetization side? And that's why like the next step from the free YouTube content that we have is our accelerator program where we dive deeper on those things. And again, while the questions are coming through, we are running a free live training workshop covering the 5 steps, the 5 key areas for YouTube growth and the things that we do for every YouTube video that we create. And there is a link to register for the free training in the description. 5 steps to build your YouTube traffic powerhouse that is coming up very soon. So you'll be the first to be notified. Okay, I'm scrolling down here. Again, apologies if I missed your question.
I have
Jen,
a question.
Yes. You have a question.
Where do you keep the mini Justins? Like, is it in the box out the back or what?
You're in full control of the mini Justins.
Yeah, I've lost them. They've moved around the house. I can't find any more.
So that was an idea that came from Mike. He's like, we need to do something to try and keep Geordie, I'll just mute your microphone here. I'm hearing an echo. Anyone else getting an echo? Okay, it was Geordie. Nope. Blame Geordie. So this is, it was not. Yeah, hashtag blame Geordie. Let's get that one trending. So it was more, I was like, how do we, again, keep people engaged? So what are the different things that we can do in our videos to break it up? So it's not just my face. It's not just a talking head video. So we like to play a game with Jen and with Geordie, and it's called Hide Justin's Face. What can we put on there to break it up? Is it B-roll? Is it titles? Is it graphic animation? But how do we make it more engaging? And that's where Mike's like, what if we had a little mini Justin come in and just like wave a subscribe button or something like that? And that idea kind of, it took a while to come through, and we fleshed it out. But yeah, we ended up hiring a green screen, a full proper green screen studio. And I did a heap of silly stuff, rode little kid bikes in. There was one where I was flying and abseiling in, and Yeah, so there's a lot that haven't surfaced in videos yet. So
still to come.
Right, there you go. So you've heard it here first. There's some that I'm like, I think we did more than that. I saw there was one I was dancing with Snoop Dogg and all kinds of crazy stuff. So yes, that's why they're there. So far, the response has been really good with those. There's always lots of comments. Where is he? What are you doing this time? So yeah. That's kind of the theory behind it, is just to break up the videos a bit more. Okay, we've got a lot of questions coming through. You guys seeing any that you've called out, want to call out? Thank you very much for the super chat. Unbox and review tech. And there's another one up here that I missed earlier. Let me see if I can highlight this. It's from
while you're bringing it up, though, I want to do a shout out and a thank you to Chantelle.
Yes.
As well, Chantelle Hills. She's, I mean, you probably noticed her in the comments there. We've got a few amazing moderators in there, but Chantelle's also in PVA, and she's just been a super supportive community member for a long time now. Helping other members with challenges and answering questions, and yeah, she's been amazing. So thank you very much, Chantelle. Can we get her channel linked up too somewhere? Can we do that?
Jordy's under the pump now. She's going to do it. Bring it up. Definitely. Fiberific is Chantelle's channel. So yeah, and she does amazing live streams every week on a Thursday. It's an awesome setup. So I get the studio set up envy, looking at the way that people are doing different things. And yeah, so Chantelle, well done. It looks good. And thank you very much for all of your support. We love Chantelle. There you go. All right, so we'll get that sorted. Here was the super chat here from Bill. Favorite video, your filing system for project. What a game changer. Never realized how unorganized until that video. So yeah, that was something that I've worked with a lot of different video editors, and the filing for most editors, Jenn is awesome. Jordy is awesome at this. But for most video editors, and I know that I started there too, it's like your desktop is just covered in files, and you need to use a template or a file or something. You need to find something, and it's just a mess. So that is something that, while I say I'm not a process system person, I am definitely need to have things filed in the right folders so that I can find them later. But also that if you are going to bring in other editors, if you are going to start working with a team, it needs to be logical for them, not just for you. So look at the growth. If you're like, it's just me right now. Yeah, but at some point you might have someone help you with this stuff. So how do you build out these systems and things now that are actually really simple and that you can get set up? So what I'm talking about, for those people who have no idea, is just create like a folder per video project, and then create a subfolder for all the footage, another one for all the music. Looks like I'm lagging a little bit here. But just having everything organized so that you can find it all easily to save your time and your sanity, but also someone else's in the future. So thank you very much for the super chat. Another one from Russ, very happy PVA member. Awesome. Thank you very much, Russ, and awesome to have you on here as well and inside of Accelerator. Okay. Another one from Mike. Hi, Justin. Congrats on 1 million. Keep it up. Thank you very much for the super chat, guys. This is so awesome. Okay, let me see. Will we find a question in here? Yeah, let me go back up. Send them your link to that video. That one rocks. Cool. I think if you just...
the video you just talked about. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So it's we have two. One is out of the video creation process, and it's mentioned in that one. So if you just search for Primal video creation process, and the other one is, what would it be called?
What would you search for?
What would you search for? I think it was organizing your editing files, of file folder structure. So you should be able to find that on our channel. It is one of the earlier videos that we've done. I will add it as a comment.
How to organize video project files.
There you go, Mike, coming up with the titles. Another super chat. This is awesome. One of your video tips helped me with adding timestamps, and congratulations on 1 million. Thank you very much. So the timestamps are an awesome feature in YouTube. So it'll help people jump around in your content, and which is actually a good thing. You want people to be interacting with your video and not just aimlessly watching, or not aimlessly. They hopefully engaged. Looks like I'm freezing a little bit. You guys seeing that too? No, it's just me. Okay, it's just me. We're all good. Yeah, so the timestamps are huge. That's awesome. And it's something that we put on each one of our videos now. All right, so we're just going to do another giveaway. Let's do the last giveaway that we have here. Our other guest didn't show. It's not a problem. So our other guest was Rob from TubeBuddy. He said that he should be dropping in, but it's all good. Life gets in the way sometimes. So what he has given us and what TubeBuddy have given us is 3 of their what have we got here? Pro Legend subscriptions. So TubeBuddy is an amazing tool, YouTube management tool. It'll help you with your keyword research. It'll help you with your YouTube channel management. I think my standout feature in this Legend plan, which you get access to here, which is their top plan, is the A/B testing of your thumbnail. So where you're able to upload 2 thumbnail images, and it's going to split test them. So it's going to serve half your audience one and the other half the other, and it's going to tell you which one actually gets more clicks. So it's not what we think is going to be the better thumbnail. This will actually tell you which one is the better thumbnail and which one does give you more clicks going forward. So let me set this up.
Just to highlight on that while you're setting that up, that feature I think is one of the most underlooked features of TubeBuddy. It's the one we definitely use the most. And it's super powerful. So you can actually see after, I think we set it to like a 14-day period we're doing a split test, but it'll give you the click-through rates on both of them. And yeah, we're just constantly running split tests on a lot of our thumbnails. So whoever wins these Legend plans, make sure you take full advantage of that feature because it's super powerful.
That's an awesome prize.
Yeah. So, and yeah,
is that you put the hashtag in there? I just saw it going a couple of times.
Yes, Jen.
Yeah, I should enter.
So yes, enter hashtag TubeBuddy into the chat, and we'll be drawing out 3 of these. So super grateful. Thank you very much, TubeBuddy, for giving us the ability to give this away. On their top plan as well, which is awesome. So I can see there's a lot of TubeBuddies in the chat. Hashtag TubeBuddy, and don't worry, Rob, it's no problem. We'll get you on again. It's all good. Rob just launched a new channel with TubeBuddy, and I was guest number 1 on their new, what's it called? The revenue stream channel. I do have it written here. Make sure I'm giving you the right one. It's a revenue stream show on their new channel, which is called, I have it right here, Creators Corner. There you go. So definitely go and check that one out as well. So what they're doing on that channel is that they're bringing on content creators, YouTubers, video people, and looking at the different ways that they are maximizing their audience to build revenue streams, because there's not just one way to do it. YouTube revenue is just one revenue stream. There's things like affiliate marketing, sponsors, a lot. So that's the kind of stuff that they cover on there. All right, I'm going to draw out the first one here. Let me kick this over. And let's go draw. Cue amazing music. Or this is where I'll take a sip of my water. Either or.
Could have been both.
Could have been both. I could have. Sorry, I got an incoming call at the same time. Creative Moments by G. Massive congratulations. Like my computer's taking over phone calls. Yes, people probably wanting to join the live stream. Welcome. Welcome. Creative Moments by G. Massive congratulations on this one. Again, check the description for how you can claim your prize. I'm going to draw again. We've got 3 of these to give away. So again, massive thank you to TubeBuddy. Keep those coming in if you haven't entered yet. It is still counting them in there. Cargo on. Cargo conversions? Cargo on. Massive congratulations. Awesome. TubeBuddy license for you and the Legend plan. We'll draw one more here. Again, massive thank you to Rob and the team at TubeBuddy. Check the description, how to claim your prize. So we only have 1 double up. CAD Soccer. Well done. TubeBuddy license coming your way as well. Awesome. Cool. I'm going to bring this back. Let's answer a couple more questions, and then we will wrap this one up. It's been super awesome hanging out with you all. And Jen, Geordie, thank you for joining us on here as well. We normally like to keep all 3 of you behind the camera, running the business. I'm just the puppet. They just tell me what to make videos on and even give me a script sometimes, word for word. And it's like, just read this. Don't change it. Just read it. So
you'll only mess it up.
Yeah, I will. I think that's where all the mistakes come in. Okay, so I'm going to scroll back through here and see if we got any questions from before that I missed. And there'll be new ones coming through as well. There's a lot of comments in here, which is good. Doug also, a shout out to Doug Hewson in the chat as well. He's the moderator that you don't even need to tell him you're going live. He just somehow knows, spidey sense. I don't know. He's always in there. Doug, thank you very much for all the support as well. That's so awesome. Wow, you were quick with the title then. It's quick typing. Awesome. Yes. Massive thank you. Doug actually lives about maybe 20 minutes or an hour down the road at the most. I still haven't caught up in person. So yeah, YouTube community. It's good. Okay. We just got another super chat here. Unbox and review tech. Thank you very much for the $5. Love to hear that you donate as well. You're doing a great job. Where you donate, want to know only if you don't mind. In terms of, I mean, us as Primal Video, every month we are donating to different charities and things. If there's any that you would want us to consider, feel free to leave a comment on this video afterwards, like after this live stream is finished, and we can always add them into the mix as well. But yeah, thank you very much.
It changes every month because we let every team member takes the turn picking who they want to donate to. So. Yeah, there's no one place. It just depends on who needs it the most that month, I guess.
Yeah. Thank you very much for the super chat. That's awesome. Here we go, Doug. Doug
hashtag save Jen.
Yeah, I click. I got to click on it. Sometimes they feature. There's a comment here. Doug is awesome. Doug is awesome. Okay, what do we got here now? Where or how do you store your videos? I'm running out of space. Okay. Google Drive, online cloud backup is an easy one. It's cheap storage. You could always run down to your local electronic store and grab a portable hard drive. But what I would say that I wouldn't, if it's something that's really important, have more than one backup. The saying is one is none. If it is something that is really important, there you go. Jen's got her portable backup there now. Like those things are awesome, because they're really, really fast drives, but they're also not that cheap. So if it is stuff that you just want to back up and have just in case, then I like the cheaper drives, but buy a couple of them just so you've got a full backup there. But for us, we primarily use Google Drive to store all of our things. Another question, did you notice a huge difference when you dropped your intro stinger? Did it help with your audience retention and growth? So this was our video, like when we played one of the early videos on our channel, we had a little video animation that played in there, a video intro. What we thought with that, I mean, they're nice to have, but you've got to get in the mindset of what does the viewer want? Does the viewer need to see that? Or at that point, are they just get to the point? So for us, we've moved further and further away from that, in that we just want to let the viewers know that they are in the right place, that we will be actually speaking to that pain or the problem or the topic of the video, in which case the video intro became secondary. Now we still have an animation and things that happen, but it doesn't slow down the pace of the video. So I'm still talking throughout the whole thing. And then Jen just moves me to the side and we'll have the title we'll have the title on screen. So again, people can see that they are in the right place and that our video, if it's a fit for them. And also we're showing other B-roll and overlay footage at that point. So it's more now it's specific to the individual video than just this is what the channel is about. You guys got any other take on that? Like the transition between the two?
I'll let the video people go first, but you guys have anything?
I just think it, like, with the half screen, it just, like, speeds up the whole start of the video. But, like, yeah, it's just, shows the information really quickly. Yeah.
And that's the intent behind it. I guess what we learned was, watch time is obviously critical. You got to grab people's attention super quick. And you also want to bake in your keywords right into the first part of the video. So you don't want to interrupt that process. So Justin will typically start with a teaser or address what the video is going to be about and what benefit people are going to have from watching it. But then at the same time, by pushing him off to the side of the screen, we're able to include visual cues of what exactly that is. So putting a title on screen, just the text there gives people another indicator of what that video is about. So they can just see it at a glance and know whether they're in the right place or not. So that's why we structure the beginning of the videos up that way, because that first 20 seconds is absolutely critical. You need to let people know they're in the right place and let them know what the benefits are of watching that video so that they'll stick around and keep watching.
Yep. Definitely.
And also, like, I was going to say, technically, when people ask how to do it, it's just like basically you grab a title and you put it to the side. just for anyone who asked that in the comments.
No, that's good. So as you said, it just keeps the momentum going. It's not an intro. It's like, hey, this is what's going to happen. And then there's almost like a pause or a momentum drop. So for us, this is what we're experimenting with. We want to try and keep the content coming. Otherwise, you start to see things in the comments. Video starts at 1 minute 30 or whatever. Like people are, here, save you some time. Good tip. Keep the intro snappy. So we had another question I brought up there. We'll take a couple more questions. We got one last giveaway that we will do, and then we'll wrap this up. Super pumped to have you all on here. Where was this comment here?
I think you had a super chat from Teaching Kids with Liz as well. Chantelle just shared. We must have missed that in the chat.
Oh, thank you very much for sharing, Chantelle. Thank you very much for the super chat. It's not showing on my StreamYard interface here, so my apologies. Thank you very much. Was there a question with that? Let me just check. We'll answer this one now, and I'll see if I can bring back up that super chat. Why other people doesn't watch small YouTuber video? So I guess with this, the YouTube, if it's not serving your content out to people, it probably doesn't understand your content. Like YouTube is just a big computer that's looking at what you've given it. So it's looking at your title, it's looking at what is actually being said and what's happening in your video, and it's trying to find the ideal viewer for that video. If it doesn't understand what's going on, or your title doesn't match what's actually happening in the video, then it's very hard for YouTube to try and find the right people for your content. So it's not, you can't blame the viewers at this point, because if you're not getting clicks on the video, it's not their fault. It might not be a fit for them, or YouTube is still trying to work out what your content is about. And this is why it's so important to start with research and to do some keyword research up front. And again, we could dive deeper onto this in our live training that's coming up. The link is in the description for that to save your spot. But the research and starting with that up front is so important, because then it's going to help you see what are people actually typing in to find this, or what would you type in to find it, and then you can validate that with the keyword research piece, knowing that you are creating something that people want. To be much more likely that your content is going to show up on the platform and will get clicks and will get views, and we'll grow from there. Did we find that super chat at all?
It was in all the TubeBuddy ones.
Oh, okay. Did I have a question? Okay.
No, I think so. Teaching Kids with Liz was just acknowledging that it's actually the women that are running the show behind the scenes, which is very true. So yeah,
for sure. That's it. Thank you very much, Snail, for me and you. $5 super chat. I'm trying to start a video for people. I'm not sure as to why it's cut off here. Excluded from the Paralympics. People on spectrum 9X likely to suicide. Okay. So this is with any type of content that you want to be creating, no matter the topic, it is really critical that you start with research. And I'm going to sound like a broken record here. So it's especially if it's a timely topic like this one, then you're looking at what would people be searching for to find this. What would people click if they saw that there? But you can also, if you're on trending topics, then use things like Google Trends to see what people are actually typing in to find that. If it's Paralympics, if it's Olympics, like what sort of bigger keywords could you branch off right now that if someone saw it, they're likely to click on. So it's always going to come back to that keyword research first. And then the second piece is making sure that it's actually going to get clicked. So how do people work out what your video is about just by looking at the thumbnail? And how do you get them to click your video over all the other ones that are presented to them? So thank you again for the super chat. Okay, so we got one more. Amazon $100 gift voucher to give away. Let's see here. Let's get I'll just bring this up. We want to do a hashtag Amazon. Let me just cue this up. Hashtag Amazon in the chat is from now. Hashtag Amazon $100 giveaway gift card to use however you like. Mike, what would you buy? $100.
Oh, I don't know. If I was making videos, probably a Boya microphone, maybe.
$20 microphone.
Well, apparently, my webcam is better than yours.
Apparently.
So could get a C920.
There you go. Yeah. They used to be under that. I don't know if they're really expensive now. They've gone up.
Oh, that's right. They had like lockdown pricing. which went through the roof. Were they like 200 or 300 bucks or something? They went up like double or triple.
Yeah, it's crazy. You used to be able to pick up a C920 for around the $50 mark. I think I even saw them less. And then, yeah, we paid the Australian tax and a lot more for things anyway. But yeah, I've seen a C920 for over $150 now. Which it's an old webcam, but good choice. Jen, what would you buy? Amazon, $100.
I'd probably just buy shoes because I'm addicted.
Nice. Well, your channel is about shoes, really, and
it's business related.
It is.
So it's all tax deductible.
Tax.
Of course.
Yeah.
Says the accountant. Yeah, that's good. Okay, I'm going to kick this across now, and let's see who our final $100 Amazon gift voucher goes out to. Again, thank you all for all the ongoing support. This is just a little way that we can give back as a thank you, and awesome to have you all on the live stream here with us, hanging out. Flip Flop Travels, and I'm getting shut out again. That was a good you finally got me. Thank you. Massive congrats. $100 gift voucher from Amazon. So again, it's to send us a message, follow the instructions in the description, and we can get you sorted out with that.
Hopefully they get something travel related. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that's it. Or Doc Martens or a Boya microphone. There you go.
What would you get, Geordie?
Teleprompter.
A teleprompter. You're muted. A teleprompter.
We heard you.
Okay. This amazing microphone I'm using is picking up both of us. There you go. Thanks, Rode. Awesome. This has been going for a little while now. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, you guys, for joining. Thank you to our PVA members that have joined us on here as well. And yeah, for those of you that are interested in our strategy and how we grow on YouTube, don't miss our free live training. There is a link to register. We will have more news and information about that out soon, but it is happening very, very soon. Register to save your spot. It's the stuff that we wish we knew when we were starting out, and it's also the process that we follow for every video that we upload strategically onto YouTube. So any last words from you guys that are on here with me now? Mike?
Justin, yeah, massive thank you. I mean, it's been a long road. We learned a lot of lessons, made a lot of mistakes, and you guys have witnessed some, all, hopefully none of those.
These guys have, yeah.
Yeah, these guys have. But yeah, no, it's been a lot of work, and really appreciate the team. Obviously, they've been doing amazing work behind the scenes, but really appreciate everybody in the that's subscribed on YouTube, that's joined us in our programs, or liked, comment, disliked, called out Justin for looking like Chris Martin, or anything. It's all the community has been, I think, one of the most surprising aspects of growing a YouTube channel. Like, it's just not something we expected, but the community's been amazing. So thank you all so much. Really appreciate all the support, and here's to the next one.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you very much. Jen, Geordie, last words?
Just it's been awesome that we've reached this far, and it's cool to be along for the ride. But thanks for letting me watch your face again for another 2 hours.
You're welcome. You don't need to edit this one down. It's fine.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Geordie?
Okay, well, I love this team. I love the community. And if I can just encourage everyone, you can do it. It can be done. Just learn how to mentor yourself. If you're why am I growing? Be check out your thumbnails, your watermark. Are you doing the research before you film? All these little things, but just tick it off. It can be a little thing, and you can do it. Don't be overwhelmed. Just take it one step at a time, but you can do it. I'm British. I know what I'm talking about.
So it's true.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, yeah.
Definitely.
Massive thank you to everyone, as Mike said, and as Geordie and Jen said as well. It's been a long journey, and here's to the next phase and see what's next. Obviously, we're trying, testing new stuff, but big thank you to you guys on the team as well for putting up with my stuff, my many takes to create a video, and here's to the future. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on here, and awesome hanging out with you all. And let's do another live stream soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.